From Nashville, Tennessee, Inside the Noize podcast with your host, Jenna Hydeman. Here's Jenna.
Okay, we're back. Inside the Noize. I'm Jenna. I'm sitting here with Emily Landis.
Hey, y'all. What's up? Emily Landis here.
She is a singer.
I'm so nervous, by the way.
Are you?
I've never done anything like this in my life.
Well, I get nervous every time and I do it every week.
But we're just going to wing it.
We are just going to wing it. So each week we start off by just saying something good that happened, like make some noise about something good. Mm-hmm. So I go week high.
Okay. So it's Tuesday?
It's only Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. But I'm thinking that this counts from last Tuesday. So on Friday, I got back from a songwriters retreat in Orange Beach, Florida. Not Florida, Alabama. Orange Beach, Alabama. You would think it was Florida, though.
Yeah.
You saw pictures. But I write with a lot of the people over at Liz Rose Music. And I was, fortunate enough this year to have them invite me on their writers retreat. And there were probably 15 of us, and we stayed in a house on the beach. And we would wake up every morning and write songs. And then when we finished writing, we would have some drinks and go to the beach. And it was incredible, and I got to know so many amazing people and write some songs that I love. And so I'd say that was my week high.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. I was watching your Instagram stories. I'm like, that looks like the best week ever.
Oh, my God. It was insane. And everyone's like, wow, you're back from your work trip, huh?
You're like, I did actually do work.
Really hard. I was like, not all of us can do it. It's just somebody's got to put the time in. And I volunteered.
Oh, that's awesome. I just got back. I spent the last weekend at the lake with my dad. Mm-hmm. We go boating a lot.
What lake?
It's in Illinois, Lake Shelbyville.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm from Illinois originally.
Illinois? Where in Illinois?
Like Champaign, north of Champaign.
I'm a St. Louis girl, so I'm
not
far.
My mom just moved to St. Louis, so I'm probably going to spend a little more time there.
Across the river.
Yeah. But yeah, I went home. I also went to the Muhammad Music Festival while I was home. Mm-hmm. It's like a little music festival. It was headlined by Mark Chestnut and Rodney Atkins. Okay. And it was my first time at a festival doing like a pop-up tent for Inside the Noize and like having a table. And it was kind of terrible.
Yeah? Why do you think so? Why do you say that?
I went by myself, and like going to something by yourself.
You mean like the experience in general was?
Yeah, just like me being like, wow, I have to haul this tent. I had like
a lot of work
to step
to do
and
by
repeat,
yourself.
like that, a step and repeat, a table, and then I had to sit here the whole time and man it, and then like it blew away 3 times. I spent $30 on mulch at the gas station to hold it down, and it was just one of those moments where I'm like, I should probably just not come back. So I left.
Bring assistance.
Yes, that's what I need. I need some assistance.
An intern. Maybe y'all need an intern.
I need to convince an intern.
You need a Belmont sound guy, too, who can come here and intern for you.
I have, played around with that idea.
I'm like you. I don't know how to use the microphones. I don't know how to use the Pro Tools.
It took me, a good month, and usually there's, other people around the studio here. Yeah. And I'm always like, hey, and they're like, I promise it's a different problem than last week. I'll get it someday. Mm-hmm. They're like, it's okay. Just keep trying. But, yeah. So, I guess it's a week high and a low. I split my time between the lake and the festival. The festival is great as, a fit. It was just...
For sure. You worked your butt off at the festival and rewarded yourself at the lake.
Yeah.
As you should.
Perfect. It was good balance.
Well, summer's still hanging around.
Yeah, because it's about over. And I love summer, but I also love fall, and I'm getting excited for, the fall weather and fall things.
Have you seen that meme that's, 60 degrees in, March, and it's a guy wearing, shorts and a tank top and flip-flops, and it says 60 degrees in September, and you're wearing, a scarf and a beanie and jeans and boots.
Everyone's excited for sweater weather, and I am, too. But then I'm like, I have to go buy all these new sweaters.
Yeah, and those are expensive.
But, yeah. So before you tell me about you, I stalk your Instagram and tell you about you.
Good. So you've got the bullet points of my life.
Kind of.
I'd love to see what your opinion is through Instagram. I post some weird stuff on Instagram sometimes.
I feel like it's a good conversation to have, to be like, this is how I think you are through Instagram, and you can be like, wow, I'm giving off the wrong vibe. Or you can be like, I'm doing really good.
Great vibes.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Oh, okay. So I did watch your story, as I said, preparing for this.
Love it. I love Instagram story.
And you posted one when you were on your way home from the trip if you were a ninja or bank robber.
Yeah. I was all wearing all black with my hood up and I had black hat on, and my friend Alyssa took a picture of me and said, "What is Emily Landis? Bank robber, ninja." And I was like,
what did the poll win?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to text her and get back to you. I'll text her right now.
It's a little early.
Hey, Alyssa, good morning. Important question.
Did I win the ninja or the bank robber?
Yeah, so that is TBA.
But shortly after that, you were all cleaned up and going to a wedding.
Yes.
And that was
now I'm multitasking. I'm just texting her ninja or bank robber. Question mark. She'll get it. So yeah, after that, got back Friday at like 2 p.m. Something. We left at like 6 a.m. So we were up early. And John Pierce drove home. Bless him. He was speeding and getting us home quick. He was on a mission. But the next day, my boyfriend Johnny is in a duo called Walker McGuire. That's probably what you also found out on my Instagram. I was thinking when I said the bullet points, it's like cat, boyfriend, music, beach, lake, family.
I was gonna say lake next.
Yeah. Oh, we're getting there. So Johnny got back in town. He's on the road a lot, basically every weekend. But we were going to his friend's wedding at the Symphony Center, so it was beautiful, and we got all dolled up, and him and I hadn't seen each other in like 10 days, so it was nice to have something fun to go to and a reason to look nice.
Get dressed up, go out.
It was a good time.
Yes, and then, you have a cat.
Yep, that's Toby.
People
think I named him after Toby from The Office, and I did not. Because why would I name him after the character that nobody likes? And first of all,
I'm gonna have this cat that no one likes.
Yeah, this is my cat Toby, named after your least favorite Office character. Toby's our family cat. We got him when I was like 7, so he's like 17 years old.
Oh my gosh,
he's an old man, wise old man. I think he's probably lived 8 of his 9 lives.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but he's my little man. I took him to Nashville when my mom couldn't keep him anymore, and none of my other siblings could take him, so I took him in, and I always joke that he's just down here chasing his country music dream and chasing his tail.
Is he pretty lazy, or is he still kind of spunky?
He's got a little pep in his step, you know? He likes to jump on counters and up onto the fridge every once in a while when he's feeling crazy.
My dad has a cat named Tom. It's a tomcat. And,
I must say, though, I love pet names that are like humans like that.
Yeah, it's Tom.
This is Tom, my cat.
Tom is like 22 years old.
Yeah.
And my dad lives in the country in Illinois, so he found Tom when he moved into a new house, and then brought Tom to 2 other locations, and Tom's always been an outside cat.
Yeah.
And he's 20-something and still living.
Wow.
That's pretty, but now Tom comes inside a lot.
I mean, I've heard cats can just live
Forever.
for so long. And bless Johnny, he's allergic to cats. And
oh,
so
no.
We're always staying at his house, and he's only really been around Toby a few times, but he's very allergic to cats. And so I'm like, sorry. He was here before you. What can I do?
Aw. Yeah, so cat, lake. Where are you from, and
So I'm from St. Louis.
Oh, yeah.
I also realize I'm sipping on coffee and
I am too.
Trying into the microphone. It's 9 a.m. for people who don't know what time it is.
It's early.
This is my first cup. So I'm from St. Louis. Grew up in Chesterfield. Lived in Baldwin, if anybody's familiar with the area. And I actually have family from Indiana. My mom's from Indiana, and we have a old lake house, old cottage that's been in our family for 100 years. So that's where I go to in the pictures. we go usually
in the Instagram
3 times a summer: Memorial Day, 4th of July, and I'm going up in a couple weeks for a wedding. So I'm excited.
Always a good time at the lake. Now, do you fish?
Yeah, I do. I do. I grew up fishing with my dad. He's the fisherman. He knows exactly what kind of lures you need what day, and he always has a tackle box with him on demand whenever you need it. And he does tournaments and whatnot. He has a lake house in the Lake of the Ozarks, Missouri, and he does tournaments all the time. He's an accountant, but he's a really great fisherman. But he taught us all.
Oh, I'll sometimes go fishing here in Nashville, but I use chicken liver.
Yeah,
and go. It's I'm not gonna catch anything, but I'm just gonna sit here and pretend I'm fishing.
Yep, I'm gonna sit in the boat and I'll be in charge of the cooler.
Yeah, I'll man that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's via your Instagram feed. Now
that's exactly what I hoped you would think of me.
Yeah, I mean that is what I got.
Also, she writes songs or something.
Yeah, I mean it says that writer, lover, drinker.
Yeah, with the emojis.
Yeah.
Music lover, drinker.
Drink drinker, yep. And then poster.
Pick poster.
Pick poster.
Maybe I need to make that
That makes
clearer.
sense. I didn't really understand, so I didn't say it. I'm like, and I'm looking at it on my computer and at my phone, and it's like the camera, weird square, nude square. So I don't know if there's another emoji in there.
Yeah, I should change that.
It's good. Okay, now you kind of tell me about like why you came to Nashville and just your whole.
For sure. So I moved here in 2012 to go to Belmont University, and I basically was just Googling ways to go to college in Nashville because I knew I wanted to be a songwriter, and I knew you could be just a songwriter. I kind of always got anxiety from like playing songs, and I've just never had the performance aspect of what artists have. But I've always kind of geeked out over the behind the scenes process and, you know, always reading the liner notes in CDs and whatnot. So when I found out about Belmont, just through Google, I saw they had a songwriting program, and I was like, you know, I'll take this as a sign. If I get into this songwriting program, I'll move to Nashville. And then the other college I applied to was Mizzou, University of Missouri, which is like huge Missouri party school. And I was like, if I go there, I'm going to like study business and have no idea what
and
to
have
do
a good
with my
time.
life. Have a great time. Not that I didn't at Belmont. Belmont was a great time too. It's definitely no Mizzou party, but it was a good time. But I completely owe where I am now to Belmont. So to, you know, give away the end of this story, I got into the songwriting program and moved to Nashville in 2012, went to Belmont, graduated in 2016, and now it's, you know, summer 2018, and I'm still here, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. I went to
Mm-hmm.
Belmont in 2012, too.
Okay, we were the same class.
I guess I feel like I didn't talk to a lot of people at Belmont, which seems like.
I feel like we probably had random little.
Like music business classes.
Yeah, 'cause I was songwriting, music business minor.
And I was music business marketing.
Okay.
But, like, I was so determined, like, to class, internship.
Right.
Like, I'd always, like, 7 things in one day where I was like.
I was like that, too.
Yeah, like, I didn't spend much time
But
at
that's
Belmont.
why we're doing things now, because we put the time in before we technically had to, you know?
Right, yeah. And I loved my experience at Belmont, too. I had some of the best internships because of Belmont.
Yeah.
Which was cool. While you were there, did you intern anywhere?
I did.
Okay.
Because honestly, for a while, I didn't know if I was good enough to be a songwriter. I was thinking of maybe going into publishing at one point. And I interned at Seagale Music, Big Deal Music, Carnival Music, BMI.
Dang.
I think that's it. But, yeah, I was kind of all over the place. And
Yeah.
it's funny because, you know, now I'll write at all those places and they'll be like, why didn't you tell us you wrote songs when you were our intern?
You're like, I wasn't supposed to.
Like, listen, I don't know if y'all realize it's, like, not cool for the intern to be like, listen to my songs.
Yeah, it's not.
No, that's not cool.
Okay, and then so Belmont got a deal.
Yes. So I'd say what happened there was I basically spent all 4 years at Belmont writing with people who wanted to be artists who went to Belmont, you know, and I kind of became the songwriting major who wrote with all the commercial voice majors, you know?
Yeah.
And just by people hearing songs that I wrote, I would write with more people. And I think the big turning point was, I think, my junior year. I met Cassie Ashton, who you might have heard of. She's got a lot of buzz going in this town. But Cassie and I were in the same sorority, actually, freshman year.
What sorority?
It's called Alpha Sigma Tau.
Okay.
AST. It's a very small sorority. I think there's only like 10 in the country. But it was a lot of fun. I met some of my best friends in it. But Cassie was in the sorority for like 3 minutes before she left freshman year. But long enough for me to remember her at a retreat standing up and giving some speech to the whole sorority about being like strong, independent. None of us need men in our lives. We are just, you know, be yourself, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, who is this girl who's a freshman? Like,
do it, yeah.
Preaching at the whole sorority. Like, that was my impression of her. And I saw her sing Johnny Cash, Ring of Fire, just a cover in this, like, country music ensemble she was in at the Curb Cafe. And it was just, like, her on stage with a tiny little band. And I was just watching her perform thinking, like, holy shit, this girl's really good. Like, I know she's doing a little cover right now, but her stage presence is insane. Her voice is insane. And then I need to write with her. So I went up to her and I was like, hey, I don't know if you remember me. Like, I was in your sorority for 4 minutes. And, you know, do you write songs? We need to write together. So her and I started writing, and then jump ahead about a year. Belmont does this big country showcase every year. And I was like, Cassie, you need to apply for this showcase because you'll get in and then you'll win. And then all these publishers and record labels, they're all going to see you. And you're just going to, you need to do it. And so we wrote the songs like that week. And our friend Johnny Dibb demoed them. He writes over at Disney now.
Okay.
But like I predicted, she did the showcase and she won.
What year did she win?
2016.
2016, okay.
So this was like March, April, May, right before we were graduating.
Yep.
And my first publishers at Big Machine were judges during this whole application process, and a lot of my friends who I was writing with all 4 years were applying for this showcase. And so Cassie obviously played our songs, but a lot of my other friends were just playing songs that I'd written with them just for auditions and stuff. So
yeah.
My friend Hunter Leith was also in the showcase. He played some songs we wrote together. So just kind of organically, I got to meet my publishers over at Big Machine. So,
yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, and the timing was incredible.
Yeah, because you were just ready to graduate.
Yeah, it was unreal.
Yeah. Were you toying around with the idea of like, I'm going to just grind it out and do songwriting? Or you're like graduating before this happened where you're kind of like, am I going to have to get a job?
Oh, yeah. No way. Like, I've thought, I had a plan, you know. I was working at J. Alexander's at the time.
Okay.
I was like, I'll work nights at J. Alexander's. I'll nanny 3 days a week. You know, I was gonna.
Yeah, you're like, I'm then I'll write the rest of the time.
Sure, and because that's basically what I was doing. I was interning and working and going to class and then writing like at night or on the weekends. You know, so I was like, no, there was no. I'm gonna just like quit these jobs and see what happens. Like, I had some friends at Beaumont who were like that, and I was like,
you're like, oh, I need to pay rent.
Yeah, how are you gonna pay rent though? We'll see about that. Yeah, that's a sped up version of that story, but Cassie's freaking killing it.
Yeah, she is killing it. I don't think I've ever. I missed her because I graduated in 2014 or 15.
Okay.
Like, I sped up my Belmont process too. I went 3 years, got in and out. Like,
that's
I was
the
like, I'm
smart
ready
way financially.
Still paying student loans.
Well, yeah.
But I have heard a lot of buzz about her, and I love her California, Missouri song.
Yeah.
That's
a whole
really cool.
different Missouri from where I'm from.
Yeah. Well, do you want to play a song?
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Also, you're the first girl I've had on since like.
Yeah, I noticed that when I was
forever
looking
ago.
You know, it's just us girls chatting.
I'm like, I was excited. I'm like, we're gonna have girl talk today.
Girl talk.
I mean, I've been talking to so many
Do you remember
guys.
from, is it the Amanda Show or All That, where they say, "Welcome to the Girls Room. I'm Becky." I think that's the Amanda Show.
I think it might be.
Okay, so I'm gonna play a song from The Retreat. I'm gonna be bold and play something brand new for me. I always laugh when people are at like writers' rounds and they're like, "This is a new one," and I'm like, all of them are new ones, you know, for people listening. So I usually don't say.
I love when they tell you it's the first time they played it, and I've seen the show 5 times, and I'm like, "You've played this 5 times."
I call bullshit.
In the last week.
Yeah.
I've seen you play it.
Yeah. I could never just say that.
I hope you do next time I go like around. And you're like,
this is my first time playing this song. Like, I'm just flustered. All right, but this really is my first time playing this. So I wrote this on the last day of the retreat in Orange Beach, Alabama, with Eric Pasley and Emily Shackleton and Mark Trussell. There were a couple days where we were in big groups like that, and we just kind of had this idea of like, we're at the end of the retreat, let's write like an end of the summer type of song. So it's called Off the Edge of the Summer.
Perfect timing for
Pretend
it too.
I'm Eric Pasley singing this. Gotta warm up that voice. Dang, this might be rough. Here we go. We whispered wishes into wine bottles and threw them into the ocean. Did yours come true? I wished for you. A band was playing in the distance, somewhere across the water. We didn't know the song. We still hummed along, dancing off off the edge of the summer, just watching it float away. Didn't know if we'd ever get another, so we couldn't just let it fade. Didn't know what it was, but it sure felt right. Back when falling in love was a party all night. We were holding on to each other, dancing off the edge of the summer, of the summer, of the summer. Whoa. You said you'd write me a postcard when you got back to your mother's. I miss that view. You wrote in blue. I keep it in my closet in a box under some covers. I hate the truth. I still miss you. Dancing off the edge of the summer, just watching it float away. Didn't know if we'd ever get another, so we couldn't just let it fade. Didn't know what it was, but it sure felt right. Back when falling in love was a party all night. We were holding on to each other, dancing off the edge of the summer, of the summer, of the summer. Whoa. Whispered wishes in wine bottles and threw them into the ocean. Did yours come true? I still miss you. Dancing off the edge of the summer, just watching it float away. Didn't know if we'd ever get another, but I wish we could today. Didn't know what it was, but it sure felt right. Back when falling in love was a party all night. We were holding on to each other, dancing off the edge of the summer, of the summer, of the summer, dancing off the edge of the summer. Whoa. Whoa.
Woo.
And the crowd goes wild.
Yeah. Into the summer.
I love my fans.
Yeah. Okay, so you go on this writing retreat and you write songs for the weekend or the week. When you go into a room and like go to write a song like that, who brings the ideas, or like how does that collaboration work? And just kind of like,
Yeah, I love it because it's different every time. I love it. So this particular day, we have all gotten to know each other at this point.
Yeah.
It's the end of the week, and I've written with Mark Trussell once this week. Emily Shackleton and I had written before, but Eric and I had just met at the retreat. And we were just kind of messing around, and Eric said something about an end of the summer type song, and I said, I have this title, The Edge of the Summer. I don't know what it is, like Standing on the Edge of the Summer, something like that I thought was like artsy and weird and cool.
Yeah.
And my friend Alyssa Michaela, who I was talking about earlier, she hasn't texted me back, ninja or bank robber yet.
Definitely still asleep.
Definitely a ninja, it's fine. So she told me on our drive up, or I guess down, that a couple years ago, her and Seth Ennis and a couple other Liz Rose music writers were on the beach drinking wine, getting drunk, and she was like, yeah, we whispered wishes into our wine bottles and we threw them into the water, you know? And I was like,
that's really cool.
I was like, so if you haven't written that in a song in the last 2 years, I'm gonna write it in a song. So I was like, I don't, this is a cool image. I'm thinking this might be first versey, and it feels like a nostalgic summer thing. So yeah. And then from there, Eric starts singing, and then Mark Trussell's putting this vibey track together, and Emily's spewing genius, and it just
came out.
Just fall out on those days, So yeah, it was a great time.
Do you ever have like pinch me moments where you're like, I can't believe I'm here writing with whoever, or like?
Yeah. I mean, I think about that quote all the time that says, like, remember when you wanted exactly what you have right now.
And you're like, shit, I'm standing here and I have what I wanted.
I have to remind myself that constantly because we compare ourselves so much to other writers who maybe have more cuts or more success or whatever. But being at the beach with Liz Rose, one of my songwriting heroes, who writes with me and believes in me, I'm like, sometimes you got to remind yourself about life's little accomplishments. That's something that would have been a dream to me even a year ago. You know? Freaking Eric Pasley, come on. I got to sing harmonies on his demo, bro. But everybody's just here trying to write songs. But I like that, even our little things can be pinch me moments. I like that.
So you moved here, and how did you and Johnny meet?
Johnny.
Give me the love story.
Okay. Good question. Farmers only.
Farmers only. I could see it.
Yeah, I know. He's a rustic man, So we met writing songs, actually, in 2 summers ago now. 2 summers ago. I don't know. All the years run together, don't they?
They do.
So I was set up. I just signed my publishing deal out of college, and I was set up to write with Jordan Walker, the other guy in the duo.
Okay.
Johnny McGuire, Walker McGuire, and their producer, Mickey Jack Cones, who's, produces Jason Aldean, Dustin Lynch. He's done a lot of incredible stuff. And so I'm like walking in intimidated, thinking like all I can do is maybe have one good idea and then I can at least say I did something. But I walk in and I meet everybody, and I actually had a boyfriend at the time, so I wasn't particularly looking for anybody, And then of course Jordan, first thing he says, I want to write a song today called "There's Got to Be a Girl Around Here That Eats Meat and Drinks Beer." And so that's literally the song we wrote that day, and I was like, my role is to not offend any women in this song. But you can say that's a bonding experience when you write something like that.
That is.
But so Johnny and I met that day. We wrote a couple more times, and I broke things off with my then boyfriend a couple months later, completely unrelated to meeting Johnny. But 7-8 months go by, and we're both playing the BMI Key West Songwriters Festival. And it's 2018 now. The way you flirt with people is you like their Instagram posts and you comment on them, and that's so pathetic, but it's so true,
Yeah.
So we had kind of done this back and forth. I'm gonna leave a comment on your Instagram, and I'm drunk at a bar, and I'm gonna write this, And so we found out, you're gonna be in Key West, I'm gonna be in Key West. We decided let's just meet up at whatever bar. Yeah. We ended up hanging out every night, and he's like, I'm gonna take you out on a date when we get back to Nashville. I was like, no, he's not. Like, this thing is not going to make it back to Nashville. That's really cute, though. And I was only, 7-8 months out of a relationship, so I wasn't particularly trying to look for anything. But that's when it happens. You can't be looking for it. So we come back from Key West, and he takes me out, like, not long after that. Yeah, first date was at ML Rose. Oh. The rest is history.
The rest is history. Do you guys still write together now, or are you kind of like...
Honestly, we had one write with Rob Hatch recently, but we ended up just sitting and talking, and he's showing us his garden and his chickens, and so we were just distracted. But not on purpose. We hadn't written together, but it's just happened like that, I guess. But I'm a huge Johnny fan. He's not just in general, obviously, I'm biased, but he's so talented, and yeah, he's great at what he does.
I like Walker McGuire a lot. That's kind of bad. Is that
okay?
I was like hoping that was theirs. It's so catchy.
Oh my god, yeah. They have this merch that said the first line in the song, "She's a Tom Petty girl in a boy band world," and I rock that shirt sometimes. And a lot of people just think it's like a shirt from Forever 21. They're like, "Where'd you get that shirt?" And I'm like, Walker McGuire merch. Like, can a girl rock her boyfriend's merch? So I'm like, no, it's a lyric from their song. Come on.
Oh, you gotta like start tagging it and being like, swipe up for the shirt.
Swipe up for this shirt. I wish.
Start taking a percentage.
I would
get kickbacks.
God, it's sad how quickly I would sell out. I'm like, give me that money. I'll tell them to swipe up for anything.
Swipe up.
You follow those girls who are like, I love these pans that I use in the kitchen. Swipe up for a link. And I'm like, hell yeah, I would do that for $1,000.
I'm like, if I get to that point where people are like, I want to buy the pan she's using, yeah, Like,
yeah. I'd sell out so quick.
give me that cake. I'm just trying to, like, get someone to send me something for free and be like,
for sure. I'm like, send me the pans.
Yeah.
I just want to say I got them for free.
I just want to be like, I love him so much. Got him for free. All right, do you want to play another one?
Yeah. I felt like we were getting to that moment. When we started talking about pans, I was like,
I know. I always, like,
I think it might be time.
like me, like, conversation. There's no smooth transition usually. I'm like, do you want to play a song?
Yeah. So speaking of pans, have you written any songs lately?
Yeah, do you want to play one?
Okay, so I've talked about my friend Alyssa a couple times now, Alyssa Michaela.
Yes.
She's an awesome artist in town. We met a couple years ago just writing songs. And yeah, she's one of my best friends. And we wrote this song together a couple months ago. And it's called Heartbreak Vacay. People were joking that my beach trip was a heartbreak vacay, but
It wasn't.
it wasn't. Anyway, it goes like this. You can't see me crying if I'm swimming in the ocean. I just need some magic from a margarita potion. Bet you never seen a mermaid passed out in the sand. But if I'm gonna get over you, I'm gonna do it while I'm getting a tan. I'm on a heartbreak vacay, baby. I'm out here drinking you away. Gonna save the lonely for a rainy day. I'm on a heartbreak vacay. I'll worry about my worries if I ever choose to go back home. But no one knows your name round here, boy. God bless Mexico. White sand, blue sky, little coke in my rum. I got 99 problems, but a beach ain't one. I'm on a heartbreak vacay, baby. I'm out here drinking you away. Gonna save the lonely for a rainy day. I'm on a heartbreak vacay. My life is like a ship that's going down, down, down. But I ain't gonna think about it now, now, now. I got some more tequila here to drown, drown, drown. I'm on a heartbreak vacay. I'm on a heartbreak vacay, baby. I'm out here drinking you away. Gonna save the lonely for a rainy day. I'm on a heartbreak vacay with nothing but the sun and a smile on my face. I'm on a heartbreak vacay.
That could totally be a thing. Like, I don't know why I haven't ever heard that, but, like, you should.
Right?
It should be a thing, like, for girls to go on heartbreak vacays.
It's kind of that, okay, he dumped me or I dumped him, but I'm going to go get drunk on the beach and I ain't worrying about it until next week.
Right, yeah.
That's what it is.
It should definitely be a real thing. Like, next time one of my friends gets dumped or dumps their boyfriend, we're going to go on a heartbreak vacay.
Yeah. You know, I can see the t-shirts now. That
Yes,
say,
like the
I got 99 problems, but a beach ain't one. I'm sure that's on a t-shirt.
Get some koozies.
Already. And if I'm going to get over you, I'm going to do it while I'm getting a tan. You know?
Yeah.
Why not?
I like it. So you guys write that, and Alyssa is more of an artist.
Yeah, so she's going to release that song.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask.
She's putting out an EP probably in the next few months. She recorded it with Mark Bright, who does Carrie Underwood, and a bunch of awesome people in town. And Alyssa's finally... I love Alyssa because she's not afraid to write, like, a chick honky-tonk country song.
Yeah.
You know? Or she'll write something that feels... She feels like 90s country to me. So we wrote that song. We have a song called Between Me and the Bar. which is the honky tonk party song, and then we have one called On My Way that's the love song. Her and I kind of gone through similar things at the same time. We broke up with exes, met our now boyfriends around the same time, and so her and I, we've always kind of bonded over writing what happens in our lives.
Yeah, that's really cool.
But I love her, and I'm so excited for her to put music out. I don't know when it's going to be, but
yeah, I'm excited.
She'll let us know.
I talked to Alyssa during 10 Pan South, and I love her music.
Yeah, I'm just ready for her to get it out in the world. She has one song out already. I mean, she has an EP and whatnot already, but my favorite is called Cowboys Like That she wrote with Liz and Emily Shackleton. It's about, I guess, her dad, and Liz was thinking about her husband Tom when she wrote it, and they don't make cowboys like that anymore.
Yeah,
it's just one of my favorite songs. Y'all go listen to it.
Yeah, go listen. Alyssa's from Texas. I love Texas. I'm not from Texas.
I've never been to Texas.
Fun fact. My goodness, you need to go.
I know.
It is like the most. So I'm gonna tell you that I'm like a typical like, let's go to Texas and do all the normal Texas touristy things.
But that's what, like, I would be a tourist.
Right.
You know, like when you say friends are coming to Nashville and you're like, don't go to Broadway, it's touristy. I'm like, but they're a tourist.
But they're tourists and they need to do it once.
Yeah, they have to.
Or at least like do it.
So what's the touristy Texas?
So, and like real Texans have taken me to these places too. So it's not just, my first internship was with 888 Management.
Okay.
And they have an office in Austin. And when I went down there, the guy was like, Jenna, we have to go to this gas station in Whataburger. And I'm like, you're taking me to a gas station? I'm like, what? But he took me to Buc-ee's, which is like a huge gas station. All the snacks. You can buy clothes. You can buy presents. There's the cleanest bathrooms in the world there. Like,
you had me at snacks.
You got
real.
You got to go to Buc-ee's, and then you have to go to Whataburger, and that's like all across Texas. But I also went to the JFK Museum.
Oh,
which like
sweet.
I wasn't really like into the idea
until you got there.
I got there, and it was the coolest thing ever. Like, it was an audio tour, so you just like put your earphones in and like went around. It was like self-guided.
Oh, that's cool.
But it was really cool, and I learned a lot. And I'm like, why didn't I learn this?
We don't
in
go to
history class?
museums enough.
We don't, and as kids, we don't appreciate it.
Kid field trips, you know, where you're forced to go, and you're like, fine.
And you kind of go and like mess around. But I went as an adult, and I'm like really appreciative that I went, and it was really cool. But that's in Dallas.
Okay, sweet.
And
that makes sense.
Yeah. Sorry.
You ever been to a rodeo?
Not a real one. I went to PBR once here in Nashville.
Okay. Is that not real?
I don't know. Is it real?
I don't know. I've never been.
I don't know if it's considered real or not. But if there's
like,
I'm sure it is real. And I've been to Billy Bob's in Texas.
Okay.
And they have like an indoor rodeo or bull riding.
My dream is to go to a rodeo and see George Strait. You know, when he plays like the middle of the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's my dream.
That'd be magical. Have you seen George Strait live?
No.
I haven't either.
But it's my dream.
Yeah.
At the rodeo.
And he was in Las Vegas last year, and I wanted to go so bad.
Oh, the cowboy rides away, but then he does like 4 more tours.
And then he was in Austin,
he rides
Texas.
away, and then he rides back.
Yeah, he keeps coming back. He never really leaves. Yeah. He was in Austin this June, and I wanted to go, and that sold out so fast.
Yeah.
But I'm just afraid that he is going to actually ride away one time and not come back.
The cowboy really rides away this
He's
time.
really gone.
That's his next song.
I just watched, is it called The Heartland?
Yeah, The Heartland.
I just watched The Heartland this weekend.
I've never seen it, but I hear I need to.
You need
as
to.
A George Strait fan.
George Strait isn't the best actor.
It's his whole soundtrack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does all the songs.
Yep, but it's a great movie.
Yeah,
I just watched I had a movie binge this weekend. I watched The Heartland. I'd never seen Dirty Dancing.
Oh.
I watched that for the first time.
Dancing.
So good.
Yes.
Pretty in Pink. And then Urban Cowboy.
Yeah.
I watched all 4 this weekend. Good weekend.
That's solid. I just watched The Dark Knight for the first time this weekend. I'm a movie binger too. For sure.
I feel like I missed out on all the old movies that I was supposed to grow up on. And now I'm watching them as an adult.
Oh, I mean, it's like rediscovering,
gold
classics.
Yeah. What kind of music did you grow up on as a kid? Or did you listen to?
So here's what I grew up on.
Okay.
Country, obviously. Dixie Chicks, Shania. I loved Garth Brooks. My dad played Garth Brooks double live in his car all the time, and that's the soundtrack of my childhood.
Yes.
I loved like the old school Kenny Chesney. Maybe that makes me sound young, but and And then on the other end of the spectrum, obviously I geeked out over that country stuff. I loved Britney Spears. She was my first concert.
Okay. That's a really cool first concert.
Obviously NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. Like, we were in the era of the 90s.
Yeah.
You know, pop and country. So I was all over that board. And then you throw in random, like, Michelle Branch and things like that. Where I was, like, you know, in my Walkman just jamming. I either had, like, Dixie Chicks Fly in my Walkman or Michelle Branch. Couldn't even tell you what the album was called.
I couldn't either.
Or Britney, Baby One More Time.
Britney, Baby One More Time.
Or, like, Rascal Flatts, Melt. I had that CD, too.
Yes.
That would be early 2000s.
Man, Rascal Flatts were, like, huge when we were growing up. I remember seeing them and Jason Aldean open for Rascal Flatts.
Yeah, it's crazy. And to think about, like, when Taylor Swift was opening for Rascal Flatts, too. My cousin Adam, maybe he's listening. I don't know. Adam, if you're listening, what's that? He apparently, back when she was opening for Rascal Flatts, he apparently wrote her a letter, like a fan letter, and was, like, talking about how he just loved her. And he was very offended that she never responded.
Aww. Poor Adam.
Poor Adam. He just never got over that, you know?
Oh, no. I joined FFA and went to an FFA convention because Taylor Swift was opening for Toby Keith at the convention. I just wanted to go see Taylor Swift.
It's just funny that there was a world when Taylor Swift was opening for Toby Keith.
That is really funny to think about now.
What a life.
It was right when Romeo and Juliet came out, and I was so excited. And I think I was like, all the other people were guys, and they're like, we're here for Toby Keith. What are you doing?
This girl's wearing a dress. She's not here to see Toby Keith.
Yeah. It's Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Everyone else is like in their FFA jackets, and I'm like, ready for Taylor.
Yeah, what an audience there.
Yeah. Okay, so each week we also do off-the-record confessions.
Yep.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I had to think.
Off the record.
I had to think.
I have to
about
think.
this
I
one.
feel like I took notes this week.
But I think I know one.
Okay.
Because anytime I tell this to anybody, they're like, what? And freak out. And I really only tell this to anybody when we're on the highway and we go past an amusement park. I've never been on a roller coaster before.
Ever. Are you scared?
I'm terrified.
Really?
It's my no joke, my biggest fear.
Is going on a roller coaster.
I'm okay with heights, and I've done, like, water rides, but for some reason, I've really only been to, like, 2 or 3 amusement parks in my life, and I will not go on a roller coaster. I'm just terrified. I don't know what it is.
I bet your parents love that. I feel like our parents hated taking us to amusement parks.
Oh, and I was a St. Louis kid. We lived right by Six Flags.
Yeah, Six Flags is right there.
This is how bad it was, though. Every year in my middle school, our, like, summer field trip was to Six Flags, and I would stay home instead of going because I was embarrassed that
you wouldn't ride the roller coaster. I feel like someone should have gotten you on one by this point in your life.
I know. And now one of my friends is going to listen to this and be like, we're going to this place on this day.
We're going tomorrow. Get in the car.
I'm effing terrified.
Interesting. I mean, I feel like I'm more scared of things now than I was when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like, I would probably be a little more scared to get on certain rides, but
does that count as a confession?
Yeah, that's a confession.
Okay.
This I confess every week, so it's hard.
Okay. Yeah, where do you come up with all these? I'm like, or you just have stories that you're like, I don't want to tell this to anyone.
Yeah, there's a lot of those.
Yeah.
But this is like a weird like thing that I've always done. I shave my arms.
Ooh. I only say that because
which is like
I have blonde arm hair, but I have a feeling if I shaved it, it would just be like thicker.
You know, it's not.
Back thicker.
But it does take a lot of time, and I've done it since high school, so I just have never stopped doing it. Mm-hmm. And so I just keep shaving them, and like.
So do you have like dark arm hair?
I do.
Like darker than the normal person?
Probably not the normal person.
Now it's just become a thing where you're like, now I'm sticking to my guns.
Now I just keep doing it. I think my sisters both do it too.
So are you like in the shower for 30 minutes shaving your legs?
See, that's the problem. I like switch off like, and I hate leg hair, so I have to shave my legs like.
Yeah.
And I work out and I teach kickboxing, so like.
Oh, where?
Hot Box. You should come sometime.
Oh my god. I am obsessed with workout classes. They're my new thing.
Oh, have you tried anywhere new in town? There's so many new gyms I haven't made it to yet.
Orange Theory.
Okay.
But I recently froze that account just to save some money the last couple months. But my publisher hooked me up with some like 10 free Barry boot camp classes. So I've only done 2 of them. But I love it. And I'm sad to say I love it more than Orange Theory. But Orange Theory, if you want to sponsor me, I'll tell them to swipe up for 50% off.
I've never been to an Orange Theory before. I'm more into like the boutique like Nashville gyms.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
like,
I don't think I've ever. Barry's doesn't count because they're all over, right?
They are all over.
Yeah, I've never been to a real boutique class.
I do like Barry's. I used to live in the Gulch, and I would go to Barry's every now and then. I'd drop in. It just was like 20.
It just kind of shocks your system.
Yeah, it was a good like change up. Yeah. But yeah, I've worked at Hot Box for 2 years teaching kickboxing.
Hell yeah,
There's strength.
I need to come see you.
Come in sometime.
100%.
I really want to try training camp in East Nashville.
Never heard of it.
They have like boxing. I think they do strength.
And I recently went to Verticity. That's here on the east side, right?
It is.
Germantown.
Yes, I love Verticity.
Johnny's sister, Callie, told me about it, and we went to a class together when she was in town for CMA Fest. And it was like the best way to start the day before a day full of drinking and partying and country music.
I don't like cycling that much, but I do like Verticity because I'm offbeat the whole time, and I don't really know how to like clap my hands and throw them up while I'm riding.
I don't
the bike.
know how they stay on beat. They're going like.
And I would love to like be able to teach a class like that because I look so cool up there. But I'm like, I would be like offbeat and then. Yeah. But I do like Verticity, and I want to try Booth Camp.
Booth Camp.
It's
that's Sean Booth.
I was like, it's a Bachelor guy.
Yeah.
But I do want to try Booth Camp. One of the girls from Hot Box teaches there too. So
how many crazy Bachelor fans go to that?
You know, probably every Bachelorette party that comes to Nashville probably goes and works. Probably goes and works out there. They probably have like some like filter process where they're like, out of towners Bachelorette party not allowed.
Yeah,
that's what
they must.
Or like everyone would be there. I would probably plan that too though if I was like a Bachelorette party planner. I'd be like, you have to go to Booth Camp.
I feel like that'd be a fun thing to do if you're part of a Bachelorette party in Nashville, to go to some group class thing, but make it on a morning when you haven't been out on Broadway.
Do like your first day here, like start off your week with like a workout and then go like get a good brunch with some mimosas and work your way into the drinking. Don't go on day 2.
Don't go on day 2.
Don't go on day 2. All right, do you want to play one more song?
Yes, totally. So, I briefly talked about Cassie. I'm going to play a song that Cassie and I wrote together back when we were at Belmont our senior year. Maybe we wrote it our junior year. But this song was really special because it was basically like the standout song when we were graduating that both of our publishers were like super excited about. And so I like to say it's the song that got me a publishing deal because I really do believe that.
Has it been recorded?
I think so.
Yeah.
But just because it's recorded, you never know what that means. But this is Cassie's story, and so I'm really grateful that she let me write it with her. She basically grew up, half of her life she spent in beauty pageants and ballet, and that was kind of her mom's thing, painting her to be this perfect put-together person. And then her dad, on the other hand, had her shooting guns competitively and working on muscle cars and riding around in Harleys, and he lived on a farm. And so she was always constantly balancing these two different parts of her life, and she just has a very interesting relationship with her mom, and we wrote a song about it. So it's called Pretty Shiny Things. Pretty shiny things, Mama loves pretty shiny things. As long as they look good on the outside, they better look good on the outside. Pretty shiny things, I'm one of her pretty shiny things. She says there ain't a secret you can't hide. Bottle it up on the inside. Put your makeup on, girl, stand up straight. Your face will take you farther than your brain. You ought to know by now, beauty is pain. Pretty shiny things, Mama keeps her pretty shiny things. hidden in a dresser drawer. Orange bottles from the corner store. One to help her sleep, the other ones are red and blue and pink. It's a colorful cocktail. You could ask her, but she'll never tell. Put your makeup on, girl, stand up straight. Your face will take you farther than your brain. You ought to know by now, beauty is pain. Pretty shiny things are gonna collect dust. Pretty shiny things, I swear that there's more to us. Take your makeup off, girl, hold your head high. Let your guard down, don't be scared to cry. Ain't nothing pretty about a perfect life.
I like that a lot.
Thank you. It's a very personal song.
It is very
it's
personal,
not one
yeah.
you bust out in a crazy bar or anything.
Yeah, it's very personal. I'm, I guess, thankful I didn't have like someone growing up like that.
Yeah,
Like, I don't,
it's hard because I think everybody has, at one point or another, a crazy
Right.
relationship with their parents, and sometimes they just write about it.
just write about it.
I've heard people say that they relate to that song, and there's something powerful in saying, I'm not perfect.
Right.
And even if I was told to grow up a certain way, that doesn't mean I have to.
Yeah.
And so I think there's strength in that.
Yeah.
I'm sipping on coffee.
I need another glass, dude. I got a long day. Well,
Okay, now that my voice is more warmed up, let's start over.
start over, redo
Do
it
this
all.
again.
We might have to. All right. Anything else exciting coming up from you, or anything you're excited about, or
Man.
just any words of wisdom you want to end on?
Shoot. Words of wisdom.
Putting you on the spot.
If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down.
Oh my gosh.
God, I'm gonna be so mad that I said that. And
Just
cut that out.
Cut it out.
Cut that out.
It's actually gonna be the promo. It's gonna be like, listen to this week's cast.
That's actually, I was a camp counselor, and
Were you?
I had to tell my little campers that in the cabin. Yeah, I had like 8-year-olds, and the plumbing is not the best.
Yeah.
So if it's yellow, let it mellow. I wrote it.
You wrote it.
Now I'm still talking about it. I was mad that I said it in the first place. I wrote like a cute little artsy, like decorated it. If it's yellow, let it mellow, and taped it on the stall in our bathroom. But that's what you have to do with 8-year-olds.
Yeah.
One of them lost a tooth, and I had to play the tooth fairy at summer camp.
My little brother and sister, they're 7. So my mom has, they're my half brother and sister. They're 7 years old. They're twins. They just found out that Santa and the tooth fairy aren't real.
Oh no.
And so
How'd they find out? It was that bully down the street, wasn't it?
Well, Parker's the boy and Kennedy's the girl. And Parker's like, I already knew, and Kennedy was crying. Yeah. But I saw them this weekend because I was in Illinois, and they came out to the festival, and they were like, "Yeah, Jenna, Santa's not real. Did you know that?" And I'm like, no. They're like, you knew that. You're old enough. But I have an older sister. Yeah. And they go, but we don't think Kaylee knows, so we probably shouldn't tell her. Yeah. I'm like, what?
So you probably shouldn't tell anybody.
We shouldn't tell Kaylee.
So I have a question. That sticker on your laptop that says "A damn good time." I have that on my guitar case.
Do you really?
And I don't know what it is. I got it at Kung Fu one day, this DJ.
He's a DJ.
So he was DJing, and I stole one of his stickers, and I was like, I'm going to put this on my guitar. But people are like, oh, you know that guy? And I'm like, no.
You're like, no, I don't. So, Adam, he used to work at Hotbox.
His name's Adam?
His name's Adam.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
He goes by A Dam for his DJ name.
A damn good time.
We were to Hotbox together.
Mm-hmm.
He recently left Hotbox because he's the opening DJ for Dierks Bentley on Dierks Bentley's tour now.
Wait.
Oh, it's
Dierks Bentley has an opening DJ?
Yes, A Dam.
Like his pump-up guy? Y'all ready for Dierks Bentley?
Like in between sets and stuff.
Wait, that's funny.
But
I guess you never think about it. There's always music playing before the concert and in between.
It's really funny because I'm a huge country music fan, but Adam's not.
Yeah.
And or he wasn't, like, and he played, like, while we were at Hotbox together, he played a Dierks Bentley after party after his concert at Bridgestone. And he put on his Facebook, I'm so excited to play Dierks' after party, DIRKS.
Oh,
I'm like,
rookie move.
I'm like, Adam, you spelled his name wrong.
Yeah.
But
it is a weird name though, if you think about it. Dierks.
Yeah, it is. And if you didn't know,
is that his legal name? You never know with artists.
I don't know.
Dierks Bentley.
Dierks Bentley.
If you think about it, that's a pretty weird name. Dierks, and his last name's Bentley.
Bentley.
The more I say it, the less it sounds like a name.
Dierks Bentley.
Dierks Bentley.
I don't know. Good to look up because I always like go to those, like, there's those 10 artists who have fake names.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow.
Jason
Aldean.
Madonna's name can't be Madonna.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know. Yeah, been interesting. But yeah, he's a DJ in town. He DJs at Whiskey Row sometimes when he's in town.
Okay.
Go see him.
Kung Fu that one night.
Kung Fu. He used to be at Kung Fu a lot. He's like the Sunday Fun Day man, or he used to be like you'd go wherever Adam's at.
For sure.
And he'd be like, yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Well, where can people follow you or?
So I have Instagram, Emily_Landis, because some realtor named Emily Landis took Emily Landis and she posted pictures of houses. I DM'd her one time and was like, I'll Venmo you $10 for this username.
And she said no.
She just didn't respond. I didn't tell her I would Venmo her, but I did ask her, but she didn't respond. So anywho, it's at Emily_Landis, and I don't have a Twitter.
I don't tweet.
I used to, but I just got rid of it. It was like one less thing, you know?
Right.
And really, that's like the spot. Instagram is my thing.
Instagram's your thing. All right. Well.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on.
Now that my coffee's kicking in and I'm going out of zombie mode.
Yes. Yeah, it's an early morning. Thank you for joining us. Follow Emily. Follow the podcast. You can listen on Spotify or iTunes now. We're legit.
We're all going to listen on Spotify. Let's be real.
I love Spotify.
I just got rid of my iTunes music subscription.
Did you? I need to get more.
Which is like bad as a songwriter, you know? But
yeah.
I listen on Spotify. If my friends put something out, I'm going to buy it.
Right. And
I
it's the same. You don't need two streaming platforms.
No, exactly.
I feel like you're one or the other.
Yeah.
And I'm really into Spotify.
For sure.
I think iTunes is doing better at doing playlists and stuff, but I just haven't gotten into it.
Yeah. I used to listen to Pandora all the time.
Man.
Like, in high school. I would always listen to John Mayer radio on Pandora, and that's how I discovered like Steve Moakler.
Okay.
And, yeah. I remember I heard a Steve Moakler song, This Ain't Rock and Roll, back in high school.
On Pandora.
Listening to John Mayer Pandora, and I was like, damn, who is this guy?
I have some friends that only listen to Pandora and will pay for Pandora over Spotify. And I'm like,
no way.
I'm like, what do you do with life?
They're serial killers.
Probably. Like, you're, like, something's not okay.
Like, no. You don't pay for Pandora and not Spotify.
Like,
who are you?
Yeah, I don't have Spotify. I'm like, okay, let's listen to Pandora.
Now it's just like their thing. You know?
Yeah, it's just
oh no, I don't have Spotify. Now they're too stubborn to get it.
Yeah, now they're like secretly listening to Spotify.
For sure. No, I don't have it.
Yeah, it's like hidden on their phone. Whatever. Yep, but you can listen wherever. And
wow, I feel like we could talk for the rest of the day.
We could sit here, drink some more coffee.
I'm usually not this chatty in the morning, but here we are. Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah,
Jenna.
thanks for coming on. And that's it. I don't know how to end.
See y'all later. What do we do? Let's say goodbye on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Goodbye.